What's good? What's good? What's good? What's going on in the chat this morning? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let's talk this boxing. What's happening? All right, man. Who's tubing his mind? What's going on, man? Hyphy, what's going on? Yeah, please check out the Patreon, man. I got some shit that is super hot coming out in the Patreon, man. I'm in the stages of getting this done. Man, I'm telling you, on the Patreon, dude, I got a cat. Man, I talked to him. This dude might do this interview for me. Man, it's some other level shit, dude. I'm for real. It's some other level shit. It ain't boxing, but it's some it's some other level shit, dog. It's some other level. It's some other level shit, dog. It really and really and truly is, man. I'm telling you, this cat got a project, man, and it's so hot, dog. He's got a project that is so hot for black folk. I'm telling you, y'all. When this shit pops off, don't let these people trick you, man. This thing is about to pop off, man. This dude pops this off. Man, this cat is looking to making a movie. I believe it's already in production. I think it's called Jesus, and it's about the assassination of Fred Hampton. A major motion picture and all the like Fences style movie. Man, if this dude, the rumor I heard, I'm trying to verify this rumor because I wasn't going to do the interview because I don't like calling publicists and stuff. Man, I'm telling you, dude, I'm telling you, I'm amped, man. I'm amped about that. But let's get to this boxing. Please subscribe to the Patreon, man, because when I get this done, I want cats to be able to see it. It's not something I want to put on YouTube on a boxing channel, even though I might do it just because of what the conversation. I might, but more than likely I'm not. I'm just going to keep it to real cats that want to talk about business, that really care about black folk. I ain't giving that away for free. Not for cats that ain't going to support. Definitely not for cats that ain't going to support other LDBC channels. At least support some other LDBC channels, man. At least. We rocks with our own. I'm even about to get this new watch. I heard there's a black-owned watch company, dude. I was about to go get a really nice watch. But man, I think I'm about to buy 3 from this one particular thing I heard on Junior the Truth. What's going on, man? Let's get it crackling though. St. Cruz, and what's going on, man? What's blazing in sports? What's blazing in sports, man? CVP Junior, what's going on? Macadon 1. Stay Ready Boxing in the house. What's going on, man? Subscribe to Stay Ready Boxing. CB Sports TV. Yes, sir. Subscribe to CB Sports TV. DOG, what's going on, man? Almighty Law, what's happening? Hustler Slim, Cursor. Johnny, Black Johnny, good morning to you. Bert for Martikin, man. Go, what's good, man? What's good? Nassim the Dream got his thing going on. You got that wrench. What's going on, Mr. Gillian? Shane, what's going on? Lauren Bivell. Good morning to you. Happy Friday to you. Truth Speaker, Pete's. I said, I read what you said, man. I'm sorry. I read what you said. D-Dap, peace to you. Whose tube is it? Mine. He said, that god dang Don. Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday to you. And don't worry, man. We're gonna make that circulate, man. We're gonna make that circulate. Hey, man, we're gonna make that circulate. We're gonna make that work for us. When y'all, just so you know, when y'all watch the videos, when you watch the streams, you watch the videos. I know I put commercials in there, you know, and I put them commercials in there for 2 reasons. It keeps the haters away because you got to watch them, and they ain't got the concentration usually to get past a 30-second commercial, a 3-minute commercial, and a 33 commercial, and then after that you're home free. But we circulate that money, man, to support boxing and youth sports programs. But the more we grow, I see that there's people that need to be supported, man, and that's people in our own community, and that's a boxing community, in the boxing community, and we're gonna make it work, man. Big Chief Keith, what's going on, man? We building bridges. We ain't burning them down. What's going on, Brett? From Martikin, Toot Robinson, what's going on? Rob Sportsman Lee, what's going on? Sal Gutierrez in the building, one of my first subscribers, and my fellow Canelo Alvarez fan. What's going on? Bert, what's going on? Bert from Martikin. Yes, sir. LDBC. G Lex, what's going on? H-Town 713. Antoine Porch, what's going on? I appreciate you, man. I haven't seen your name in a while, man. If I have and I forgot, forgive me, man. What's good? Ancestral Rage, what's going on, man? Ron Finkley, Jose De Jesus. What's going on, Mr. De Jesus? KQKC Boxing from the Shy. Please subscribe. What's going on? D. Martin, what's good? Dimitri Cowan, man, good to see you again, always. Ronald Finkley, what's going on? Sugar Fantastic. St. Cruz, and I blame Aram and Fury. I believe, I do, but Fury went straight. Fury went straight, bitch. I'm done. I know. Just having read that article, I was feeling that was the case. And for somebody like Keith Idec, shout out to Keith Idec, though, man. It was a great article. I really am critical of Keith. That dude can write. First of all, I like reading his articles because the dude can write. I'm a fan of a cat that can write. And because I'm too lazy to write a boxing article. That shit is long. I just say what I think. I ain't in the mood to do all of that. But he did a great article this morning. If you've not checked it out on Boxing Scene, breaking down. I mean, I didn't agree with everything he had to say, obviously, because some of that was his opinion. But the way that he broke that down, the argument that he made, man, I think was actually great, man. I was very, very impressed. Michael James 616 said, I agree. The dude in the Trill chat after you donated, someone called in and talked badly about you, and they didn't address it. They laughed. I mean, that's okay. The dude called in and talked bad about me. That's fine. They can say whatever they want. Thanks for the commercial. I was respecting the cat because water got thrown on him. So that was why I did it. I didn't say it, but I was like, look, man, Eddie Hearn threw some water on you. I watch your chats. I use your comments. Hey, man, you got a good channel. I'll support you. If they thought hating on me was funny after I tipped my hat to them, then hey, man, that's on them. I got nothing. Like I said, I got no issues with them. Because people are gonna hate on me, man. It's okay. I'm biased. I'm a liar. I'm a this. I'm all that. Give me my money back then. You're not going to do that because it's going to go to find a trip so he can get another interview. That's a good channel. I'll support him. I'll support a bunch of channels, man. You ain't got to agree with me. But I'll tell you this. What's going on, Ronald Gomez? Tyson Fury's ducking? Yeah, man, he's ducking. Straight up ducking. Patreon is a great platform for sharp minds like yours, Fannon. Proud. Hey, man, you were my first Patreon, man. Frank, you were my first Patreon, man. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciated it, man. When I saw your name come across there, dude, man. Hey, man, you getting blocked about all that, man, because it's you. Dude, just get out of here, man. You never coming back. Fannon, are you coming to the Mikey Garcia fight? I don't think so, man. I don't really like to be, like just like what happened, man. I go to a stream, dog, and shit gets all popped off. I can't even go to a boxing stream without getting sweated. I don't feel like being sweated by bozos. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna support him. I might go up to the training camp. I got an invitation to come up to the training camp. I might go to the training camp. You know what I mean? But look, man. I've got a soundbite of Fury sounding like he's trying to get out of the fight. He's trying to capitalize off the fact that he's a lineal champion. Dude, what's going on, T Plums? Yeah, man. Oh, Cass Ghost said, I heard that chat. I didn't hear any shade, but I mean, look, man. Here's the thing, dude. I'm going to support people. I've always supported people's channels that talk about boxing. I'm going to support them because if you don't support them, I watch these cats with these big channel streams, and almost nobody that's listening tips their hats to the guys. Almost nobody. And I don't have to agree with you to know that it's worse if they can't afford to go to the fights. Right? Wasn't the guy, and I'm not going to say his name, wasn't the guy saying, look, when the guy threw water on him, said, you know how much money I pay to come to your fights? And I thought you're right, man. And you know how many times I've listened to what interviews that were on that channel and I talked about them? That would be rude for me not to if I have the ability to support them. But that's what I'm telling you about these channels that wind up spending all this time hating on cats. You motherfuckers ain't got no money. That's why they treat you like jokes. Because you will buy some shit that's stupid, but you won't support something you say you care about. Right? So think about that, right? What I did on that channel and the people that saw it, fuck, I got a channel, so people know me, right? Do you think they would rather have me come back or you talk shit in the chat? What you think that they would prefer? They might not prefer either, might not have gave shit. But who do you think that they would rather have come back? What I heard them say is, man, ignore them motherfuckers. You welcome back anytime. That's what I heard them say. That's what they said to me. I don't know about giggling about something somebody else said. What the dude said to me was, hey, man, fuck them. You welcome anytime. That's what they said. There wasn't I don't feel shaded. And they didn't even have to say that. I want them to go to another press conference. Same thing with Blue Blood. I want Blue Blood to go to another press conference. I want them cats to be considered. And same thing with Boxing Ego. I want them to be, and I'm support them. I'm a member of Boxing Ego's channel. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a boxing fan. First and foremost, I'm a boxing fan. And I rock with the LDBC. And I ain't never put LDBC in none of those dudes' channels. I never gave a commercial, none of that shit. But guess what? My channel's probably more profitable than a lot of those guys' channels are profitable because I'm in the LDBC. So why wouldn't I, in a boxing community that blesses me, why wouldn't I invest a little bit back of that into the boxing community that gives me a voice? That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to just take. And that's what I see. I see a lot of people that don't do anything but take. What are you giving? What are you giving? I will give. You can't fucking say, and look, here's the thing, man, and I'm going to tell you flat to your faces, you fucking bones. Don't talk to me about my views. You don't see my analytics. Dog, this is a hobby for me, man. First of all, it's a hobby. Okay? It's a hobby. See this right here? This is my hobby, computer. This is work. Okay? So when you see me do this, that's because work is here. Hobby is here. And there's more revenue comes through this hobby. This one, not this one, than you making McDonald's. I promise you. So that's the LDBC paying respect. And I've always been upfront about that. We letting you know. And you don't know my analytics, boy. And I'm going to call you a boy. Because you don't know. Don't talk about my views. And dude, you don't even know. Dude, you're not making anything. You don't get anything. I can tell by your videos. You guys don't know the fucking system that you're on because you think you're know-it-alls and you never stop and listen. You never stop and listen. Never stop and listen. It's all I know. You know why? One of the main reasons that I give to the LDBC, 78 taught me how to make money on YouTube. 78 did. He taught me how to. I'd listen to him. He said, look, man. And I was like, okay, that's how that works. Boom. And now I can look at you because of what that man told me. He didn't even have to tell me that. Could I have eventually figured it out? I could have eventually figured it out. But why? He already told me. Did I say, well, what college did you go to, 78? Prove to me that you're worthy. Fuck out of here. You recognize talent. You recognize somebody that is a bright guy, somebody that is resourceful, somebody that is creative. And if they give you some information, try to see if what they say is true. And if what they say is true, then you go along with it. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. And he showed me the wheel. So I tried to show other people the wheel. But you'd be surprised how people won't listen. Won't even listen. And I'm gonna preach to you. I'm gonna preach to you bums. You're bum. Don't talk about my views. Dude, you know it will take you 30,000 views to make as much money as a video that I do that gets 2,500? Do you know why that is? You fucking moron? You don't, because you're stupid. And worse, you don't think you're stupid. And that's why I can take the time that the LDBC subscribers give me, I can turn that around, and I can support somebody who may not like me, don't know me from Adam. But that shit is going to go into a pay for a ticket or pay for a mic or do something, whatever it is, to make it feel like, hey, man, I want to get up tomorrow morning and I want to do this again. And fuck Fannon, I can't stand him. But Eddie, what about the $50 million? But you don't think like that. You cornballs don't think like that. You think they're just trying to tear me down. What is that going to do for you? If I go away, what is that going to do for you? If I just wake up one morning and say, you know what, I'm sick of this, man. I'm sick of talking to y'all. Boop, I'm done. What you going to do next? Is that you're going to have some great sense of, oh, I made it. Fannon's no longer around. What the fuck good is that going to do you? What is that going to do for you other than not give you something else to talk about? You guys are fucking trolls, dog. And I don't mind saying it. I went on there, I talked to cats. I just wanted to say I just want to tip my hat. I think I got like 150 insults right off the bat. Like, god dang. If them motherfuckers didn't know, and I'm not calling them motherfuckers, if they didn't know who I was before, they know who I am now because of the haters. They could have just thought this cat's just giving me some, oh, cool, thanks, man. But now you just reverberated it. Who, what? He does what? Why you care so much about what this dude thinks? Why does everybody on my stream, why do all these people on my stream care what this guy thinks? What made him so mad? Let me go look him up. And I don't care. I hope they don't watch my show. I don't care. I watch theirs. I don't care if 78's listening to my stream. I would like him to listen, but I listen to him. I listen to Black Fight Fan. I support Black Fight Fan. If I didn't have a $500 limit today, I would have gave him more. I would have matched what I did over there, and I intend to. Because I got a budget. And I got a goal for the boxing community. But you guys, you guys want to act like, somebody stole some shit. Oh, you cleared out your whole bank account. Nah, dog, trust me. I did not. Thank you very much. Didn't come close to cleaning out my bank account. Not even close. Thank you very much. Not too more close than I would have liked it to have been. But, no, it's very affordable, dude. It's very affordable. T-Plums, UK Trolls, that is TBV. Yeah, I like them a lot, dude. They need to make that T-Street Fred fight. Let me go through this. I'm sorry, man. T-Plums, they're just haters. These clowns make me sick. I even called in to set the record straight. We support you, Fannon. Hey, don't worry about that. Hey, T-Plums, I appreciate that, man. But don't worry about that, man. You know what I mean? Don't worry about that, man. Fannon, did you hear Bob Arum denies the $103 million deal? He called it a promotional deal. He called it promotional what? I heard the beginning of it. Let me talk about that, dude. When y'all going to be tired of being wrong, too? When are you going to be tired of being wrong? I said, first of all, Bob Arum isn't going to ever tell you what the number to a deal is. He ain't even going to tell you. You don't know what that Tyson Fury deal is. That's why I always say you assume it's 80 million, but whatever they offer Tyson Fury, dude, they're going to offer Deontay Wilder. Come on, man. And then the next day, Keith Idey comes out with it has to be a 5-fight deal. What happened to the 1-fight deal you guys were talking about? The 1 million, the 4 million pound 1-fight deal that it was supposed to be. I told you. You don't even know if that's true. And the next day, Bob Arum was like, nah. Well, Keith Idey was like, nah, man, my understanding is that it's 5 fights and he can fight whoever he wants for a bunch of money. It's a lot of money is what he said. He's like, there's financial incentives to do it, but he wants to be loyal to Showtime, who helped grow his bank account over the last several years, which makes sense to me, and I support regardless. But you morons, dog, do you ever get sick of being wrong? You ever get sick of being wrong? I'm not guessing at the stuff, dude. I'm not guessing at it. I'm not guessing. Like I said, this is gravity. This is going up. This is going to come down. Okay? You want to argue with me about that and say I'm lying about that? I'll take that bet every day, all day. Okay? Watch. I bet you it comes down. Let's hear that click. Came down again because that's how it works. Okay? When somebody makes an offer for a guy to break up a fight, he's trying to either stand in the way of the fight or he's trying to get control of the fight. He's probably stood in the way of the fight so he can get control of the fight. And why wouldn't he want both sides? Why would he just want one side? Bob Arum is famous for in-house fights, but you don't think he's going to try to sign both and then milk it from the inside out? Come on, man. You're silly. But you don't know what you're talking about, so, that's what it is. You just don't know what you're talking about. You're not very bright. Jeez. Not guessing at this stuff. That's why you keep losing arguments. That's why you keep losing arguments, dude. And by the way, also, why you licking up on them UK dudes? Have you ever heard of this? Even though you probably not even monetized. Because with the stupid names you guys have on your channels, why would they ever monetize your name, morons? Come on, man. Come on. Why would they even give you a shot? Why would they want to partner? Why would YouTube even want to partner with you? They don't want to partner with you, which is why you're just blowing hot air for attention. Fuck out of here, man. You guys are bums. Straight up. I don't even understand it. It's like, God dog, you guys stupid? Did you not why are you doing it? I get up every morning and do a live stream for an hour and a half, roughly an hour and a half every day. I spend about 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes making videos. So that's 2 hours of my day. I spend about 2 hours of my day actively doing something related to this channel. 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours, and it's consistent. I know what time I'm going to start. I know what time I'm done. All my customers know I'm not available at these times. That's very consistent, and I do it for a purpose. What are you doing it for? You're doing it, dude, dumbass, the independently wealthy guy. What are you doing it for? What are you doing it for? I look at your system from the outside in, and I know this is not profitable. If it is, it's skimming by. It's skimming by. I can look at somebody else's and realize, you know what? Dude, I know what you get. I know what you get because I took the time to understand it. Just like I know that Bob Arum is not going to tell somebody walking through a hallway what the contract says between him, ESPN, and Tyson Fury. That's why I say this is what they say it is. But what it will happen is that there will also be an offer coming for Deontay Wilder, no matter what you say, no matter what that number is. Deontay Wilder is going to get at least that because he's going to want both sides of the fight. Same thing for DAZN. Whatever it is that they're giving Anthony Joshua, wanting him to come to the United States, Deontay Wilder is going to get roughly the same thing, if not a little more, because Anthony Joshua would have signed his deal first. Now they need the other piece of the puzzle. So they got to pay for the other piece of the puzzle. So since his price is here, the extra piece of the puzzle, they're going to negotiate it. Isn't that what Anthony Joshua, the one thing that Anthony Joshua said in that interview with Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club is he said, you don't get what you're worth. You get what you negotiate for. That's what Anthony Joshua said. It's the one logical thing that to do other than the lies. What he said was, you don't get, and it was right. And he didn't create that. He said, somebody tells me that. Somebody said, stop, Anthony. You don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate. So doesn't that apply to Deontay Wilder? And you guys are walking around talking about what he deserves and what he doesn't deserve? Out of Anthony Joshua's own mouth, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. Now, do you don't think he knows with all the rumors spreading around about how much Anthony Joshua made and how much money Tyson Fury made? That the people that work for him don't know that and won't be, and Shelly Finkel won't say, oh, let's negotiate for more money. Because guess what? I get a cut of the shit, so what difference does it make me? Shelly Finkel gets a cut. This is his manager. You don't think he will know what now? Oh, the going rate just went up? You think Shelly Finkel's stupid? No, I've met Shelly Finkel. Shelly Finkel's not stupid. I met Shelly Finkel after the Roy Jones Jr. I think it was Roy Jones Jr. versus Glenn Johnson. Talked to him just for a minute in the back, man. And I was like, Mike Tyson's next fight, you're looking for about 10 million, aren't you? He's like, that number sounds right to me. I was like, because I was figuring, I've seen what they've gotten before. I'm figuring that that's probably what he's going to try to make, about 10 million for this fight. And Shelly Finkel said, it sounds about right to me. I was like, okay, but if I would talk to Shelly Finkel, Shelly Finkel knows what he's doing. But he's just going to skip out on that and not do that. You guys are burger flipping. You're burger flipping. Shit. For now, just like they said, Eder Hearn was given $1 billion, we found it out not to be true. Dude, first of all, man, there is something called a confidentiality clause in a contract. Okay? And I can show you this. This is one of the reasons. I'm not going to show it to you. All right, let me pull one up, dude. I know I just did one. I'm not going to go through it. Basically, the language is something like this, that you agree to hold confidentiality. First of all, it's a non-disclosure agreement, which means you're not going to share. A non-disclosure agreement is when you want to start talking about a deal and you sign it. And you say, look, we agreed that this discussion is confidential and we will not share this with anybody else unless somebody like a judge says you have to share it. Right? If a judge tells you got to share it, you got to share it. But then it'll say, well, look, if you're going to share it, you got to give us notice that you shared it. Okay. And the only way that wouldn't work is if there was a gag order on you by the government official that asked you for the information. Right? It said, look, I want this information, and you cannot tell them that I'm asking you for this information. Right? Other than that, if you're not the FBI, if you're not the FBI or an appellate court judge or somebody like that has got the authority to issue a warrant, right, for the information, then you're not going to get it if there's a non-disclosure agreement, because that guy will turn around and sue you for that. Because it'll say, or more than likely, they're going to say something like, we both agree that the financial whatever is not going to be sufficient for this, right? And that you are going to allow me to issue an injunction against you. So it's not going to be just for the money that I'm going to sue you for. I'm also going to sue you to slap a gag order on you, right? That's what you do with a non-disclosure agreement. But then even after that's done and you sign the agreement, then you're going to have a non-disclosure agreement in there that's going to tell you that you will not, because you're partnering, right? You're not going to share any financial information with competitors, right? You could also have a non-circumvention clause in there. Come on, man. Bob Arum is better at this shit than me. And I know that. You don't think Bob Arum knows that? You don't think Lou DiBella knows that? They're not going to give you the information. So any of this crap you talk about, the numbers that you know, if you heard the numbers, first of all, they're round numbers. And I've been trying to tell you morons that. They're round numbers. I'll get back to the chat in a second. 8 million, that's a round number. 9 out of 10 times, that's a lie right there. It's a round number. He said a multi-fight deal. That means, hold on. How do you know how they're going to split it up? How do you know you're going to get the same amount for every fight? Are you going to get a bulk if you can have these incentives? Are there incentives in the deal? You don't know. And that's what Bob Arum said. Bob Arum's like, if he does everything in the contract, he could make upwards of $100 million. Dog, you know what that means? Nothing. They could have incentives in there like you need to knock somebody out in the first round of the WBC championship. If you get a knockout in the first round, then we will pay you an extra $500,000, whatever. And I'm not saying that's a realistic one they would use, but that stuff is all up in there. It's all up in there, dude. But you bozos want to go on the first thing you hear. And that's why I say I'll talk about it. But I always say this. I don't know how much Deontay Wilder's making. I don't know what the pay-per-views are. This is what they're reporting. This is what they report. But you guys are so desperate to look for Deontay Wilder to fail that you'll take any bit of anything from anybody to try to make the argument. And you wind up making yourself look stupid over and over and over and over and over again. I think Errol Spence Jr. is going to beat Mikey Garcia. I don't know that. I think that. Okay? I think that. Isn't that fair? I think that. Just like I didn't think Nonito Donaire was going to beat the guy whose back went out. Things happen. Anyway, man, let me go back. Let me go a little bit back, man. I'm sorry. Fannon, have you ever dealt with contracts with a music artist? No, I've seen them. They can be real. I mean, that's more like a subject matter. I mean, I could go through them. I don't think I would have any problem with pretty much any agreement other than real estate. Real estate is like, it's its own funny deal, man. But no, I never dealt with. I deal for the most part with IT related agreements. That's been pretty much my specialty, is working within the area of technology contracts, leasing agreements, agreements, agreements. I do some human resources type of stuff, but I'll get you 95% there, man. I can get you 95% there, or I can tell you what it is you need to look for. But there's a lot of guys that really specialize in stuff, and they know they can give you advice. Like, they'll know what other people's deals are. Those are the type of guys you want to talk to about that. Somebody that knows what the standard is in that particular industry or for that type of agreement, right? Interesting breakdown on ESPN and Robert Kraft. What's that? Fannon, they just like they said. Okay, I got to that one. Let me go back. And let me get these super chats real quick, though. I'm sorry. Let me get the super chats real quick. But man, I was really, while I go, let me talk about this while I'm going. But look, man, that offer, you don't know what that offer is. No clue what that offer is for Tyson Fury. And I think Tyson Fury, that's the original subject. Yeah, he ducked, dog. Tony Doherty said, the reason I found your channel was from a hater. Little do these haters knows that they're giving you views, putting money in your pocket. The more they mention you, keep doing your thing. Salute, GOAT. Man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you, man. General Squirrels, looks like you were dead on that Smollett dude. Dog, I'm gonna respect the super chat and do it now. Yeah, I was right about that Smollett shit. They gonna throw everything at his ass too. They gonna throw everything at him too, dog. That boy isn't. Dude, that shit made no sense. You put too much sauce on it, dog. You put too much sauce on it. It was too dramatic. No way. It's 15 below zero at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you thought you were being cute because then there wouldn't be any eyewitnesses because it was 2 in the morning. Dog, there wasn't gonna be no eyewitnesses out there because it's too damn cold. Ain't nobody starting no shit in 50. You ever been in 15-degree below weather? Dude, to sit around and have a discussion with somebody in 15-degree weather, dude, your hands might not even move. Get out of here. You had to be, okay, let's go right now. Let me walk by a camera. Fuck out of here, man. This dude thought he was going to outsmart them cats. They didn't believe that shit from the beginning, dog. I'm telling you. They didn't believe that crap from the beginning. from the second they said go. Now the police was up in there telling some stories too now. The police was up in there telling some stories too. We treated them like a victim from the beginning. Man, them dudes looked at each other like, man, this lying motherfucker here. For real. We ain't never had no shit happen like that over there. You know, because you know they have high crime areas. They know where shit's gonna go down. That's where they are. You know what I'm saying? That's where they are. That's their job. They know where crap goes down. Like, dude, where was this? At what time? And they knew. Hell no, they knew quick. I bet you they knew right away. But they're like, nah, too much publicity. We can't just ignore it. Because if he would have said that and he wouldn't have been real popular or whatever, they just would have been like, get the fuck out of here. When? What happened? We can't prove that, dog. We can't prove it. You don't know who it is. That's all you got is that scar. They wouldn't never even pursued it. If that was me that said that, they wouldn't even have pursued it, dog. They would have taken down that police report. They might have got a call back from a detective a month later. Because they'd been like, man, I got shit to do. We got like 15 people got shot over here, dog. Okay. They wouldn't have treated him. They wouldn't have gave him nothing. Okay. But they had to spend all that money and all that time, all their resources investigating that, which is ridiculous. Man, what's going on? D. Parker, man. Hold on. D. Parker, much love in super chat. Said Volcanus, man. Much love, dog. Boxing conversations with Reggie Owens. If these clowns are throwing insults, you shining, dog. It was funny, dog. But yeah, T Plums, they are. They do a good job. I don't know the dudes. I can't even speak on the dudes. I can't even speak on them. Other than they do good work, man. They do good work. I don't know them personally. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, man. Oh, appreciate the love, man. I've learned everything I know about YouTuber subscribers. He gave me encouragement. Now I'm at 445 Sun. Thanks to him, 78 Sports T, KQKC Boxing. Yeah, man, let me tell you what you guys can do, man. Dude, look, I don't want a bunch of people watching the videos. I don't want it. I want about 3,000 people that will watch the video, watch 7 minutes of the video for me. Watch 8 minutes of the video for me. That's all we'll chop it up. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you to start with. And then we're going to chop it up for a while and then we'll roll out. Okay. And we'll do live streams here. Just watch the video. I appreciate you. I put two out a day. Sometimes 3. If I'm really feeling froggy, I'll do 4. You know, if I got a lot of free time and it's really something I want to talk about, I'll do 4. But you guys are really supportive, man. You guys are really, really supportive. And that my thing is to look, man, if this is the format of what I'm going to do, the people that are going to like it are going to come. If you don't like it, you're not going to come. And if you don't like it, I don't want you to come. I don't want you to come watch it. Okay. I don't want you to come watch it because it's not worth my time. There's nothing. It's not going to generate anything. It's not going to generate anything positive. Okay. We have a lot of purchasing power. We got a lot of power. We have just as much ability to watch a video and watch an ad. If you see a product, click on the ad, go try to buy it. They might buy the product. You get something, they get something, we get something, boxing gets something. It's a very good network that works for people. And it's beyond me why somebody would want to tear at it. Why would you want to tear at it? Because your ego? Because you want to show that you got more boxing knowledge, or somebody booted you out of a chat? What sense does that make? And if you're going to troll, at least do it right. At least do it right. There's one guy that does it right. Huge troll. Clickbait king of boxing, dog. Clickbait king of boxing. Dude, this one cat, and I'm definitely not going to say their name, but God, dog, the title has nothing to do with what's in the video at all. Nothing. And I read the news. I read boxing news every day. Right? I read the boxing news every day. I know what's going on in boxing. I'm like, where did that come from? Jesus Christ. What's going on, King Kong? Why are you getting thrown up out of here, dog? You acting a fool. No, I'm not a Wilder groupie. I've never met the guy. I've never met Deontay Wilder. Never talked to him. How am I a groupie of somebody I never met? I ain't in a group with him. But okay, you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? You do what you do. You think I'm a groupie? Cool, I'm a groupie. Whatever. I know exactly who you're talking about. That should be funny, don't it? Clickbait, dog. That's clickbait king right there. God, dog. I had to unsubscribe because I was like, nah, dude. This has nothing to do with that. This shit is crazy. Oh man. Oh my God, it's crazy. I watched the whole. Hey man, thanks, King 513. I appreciate that, man. But let's get back on this, man. I want to get back on Tyson Fury though. What's that, bro? Fannon will roast you on the way out. Oh man, dog. Look, man, I'm a fan, man. I'm a boxing fan. All right. And I like to talk in the Lions Den boxing community. That's what I like to do. Okay. It is fun for me to talk to people. But Tyson Fury can zip it up and kick fucking rocks if he doesn't take this fight. He didn't want the smoke. He didn't want it. He loses. The way you guys want to give honorary wins to Tyson Fury, right? Because you think he won the fight, I'm going to give him an honorary L if he doesn't take the rematch. If he doesn't take the rematch, then he lost. He wouldn't fight. Okay? I'm going to use your same logic and hand him a loss. Because he ran away. Well, I got to do the best. I can't, hey, man, I'm just a boxer. The promoters, I got to do what the promoters say. Okay, you got to do what the promoters say. Doesn't have anything to do with you laying unconscious, dropping like a sack of potatoes in the middle of the 12th round. Huh? Ain't got anything to do with that? Nothing? Nothing? You sure they didn't say, come on, man, he's right? Because Deontay Wilder said something before he took that deal that was hurtful. I'm telling you, dude, it's one of the classic lines in boxing, dog. It's one of the classic lines in boxing. Excuse me. It's one of the classic lines. You got to be perfect. You got to be perfect for 12 rounds to beat me. I got to be perfect for 2 seconds. And that ain't no joke, dog. That ain't no joke. That right there, that is the truth. People come to my channel and make comments in the comment section. They're like, you are super manipulative. You're such a spin. You're like the best spin. You put the best spin guy in the world. Like, it's spin to say that there's only 4 major championship belts. Anthony Joshua says he has 4 of them. Right? How can he have 4 of them when Deontay Wilder has 1? 4 plus 1 is 5. There's only 4 of them. So either Deontay Wilder's belt is not a major championship belt, or Anthony Joshua is lying. One or the other. The IBO is a non-profit. That's a non-profit organization, homie. It's for charity. It's a charity belt. It's a secondary charity belt. You kidding me? It's there to help orphans and little kids, little kids, get college scholarships, whatever they're giving their money to. It's what that is. It's a 501(c)(3). It's a 501(c)(3). It's a nonprofit. It's a secondary belt. And how can I be twisting that? I told you he lied. He didn't lie. Prove it. And I asked this clown, how many major belts are there? The major belts are the WBC, the WBO, the IBF, and the WBA. Is that same right? WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF. 4 of them. Which of those does Anthony Joshua have? Then count. How's that spin? How's that spin? It's the truth. You just can't get out of it. So you want to call me spin? No, it's not spin. It's just one of the 5 things I told you he's lying about. It's the one that you absolutely have no room out of. You have no room out of that. Okay? There's no subjectivity to that. It's not a major champ. The IBO is not a major championship belt. He said on the Breakfast Club he has 4 major championships. I didn't hear. I was waiting. He said 4 major. He didn't say 4, which is true. I got 4 belts. But the whole interview, he was acting like Deontay Wilder didn't have any. Did you listen carefully enough to him? He might have said, yeah, he's got one once, but the way he talked about it for the majority is, you want what I have? I have everything. I've got the 4 major championship belts. That's a lie. There's no spin to that. So when Deontay Wilder told the truth, and this is the truth, Deontay Wilder said, Tyson Fury, you got to be perfect for 12 rounds. That's true. If he slips and Deontay Wilder hits him, it can be all over. More than likely, it will be all over. He already proved it. He hits you, you go down. What happens if he hits you twice and you don't have Jack? What if you don't have Jack Reese in there with you? What if you have Jack Reese that's not going to be like, get up, and he looks at you laying out and he's like, you think the next guy is going to watch you flat out on your back and not do this? The next guy, Tony Weeks, will do this. Okay? Shit, Jay Nady would have done this. You think you're gonna get Reese again? You think you're gonna get that ref again? No, you're not. Because I guarantee you, Deontay Wilder's gonna be like, no, not him, not Jack Reese. Nope. Because if a guy is unconscious, you should stop the fight. He had his eyes closed and he was laid back out. But regardless, back to the subject. That's the truth. And and Tyson Fury can't argue about that. Tyson Fury can't say, you can't hurt me. Nah, I can take your punch. Can he say that? No. Because he knows. And Deontay Wilder knows that he can knock him out. And also, don't forget, Tyson Fury hit Deontay Wilder flush several times. Never hurt him. Never hurt him. Never. And he's not going to be able to hurt him again because he's not going to come close enough to him. But anyway, that's the truth. And Tyson Fury knows that. You know that. All you talking about know that. That is one of the nastiest things. That was one of the most brutal comments that I've heard. You got to be perfect for 12 rounds. I've got to be perfect for 2 seconds. Probably less than that. Because it don't take 2 seconds to get from here to there. Okay? And that's real. And he didn't take the fight, dog. And he didn't take the fight. Keith Idec in that article was absolutely as direct as I've ever heard him be in a subject like that. Maybe I need to read more of his articles from beginning to end. But that was really, really, really direct when he was like, he basically said he doesn't want the fight. He didn't want the fight. He got offered 50-50 for a pay-per-view fight. That's one fight. He offered 50-50. He didn't get offered 60-40. He got offered 50-50. And he didn't take the fight. What did he you think it was the money? When he got offered 50-50, according to Keith Idec, I don't know what he actually got offered, but according to Keith Idec, he said from his sources was that, and you know who the sources were, that he got offered 50-50. And he didn't take the fight at 50-50. You don't take the fight at 50-50. What did you want? 52-48 in your favor? You think you deserve 50? What do you think you deserve? 55-45? Tyson, if you think 50-50 is this, you can't get any more fair than that. You can't get any more fair than that. Than 50-50. What are you going to go to the UK where you can't put it on, where it's not going to make as much money on pay-per-view? To get 50-50? You want 50-50 of less money in the UK? When he said 50-50, Tyson Fury turned down 50-50. He ran from the fight. He ran to ESPN. Because what's his name? Ben Davison said it. We need they need to fight each other. They need to fight each other. Look, we made it out of there with that killer. We made it out of the lion. We made it out of that tiger's cage. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out twice. If you lucky enough to get in a cage with a tiger and he lets your ass back out, hey, don't jump back in the lion's cage. Especially if they'll pay you to stay. Especially if they'll pay you to stay out of it. Hey, look, man, don't go back in that cage. is this dude doing? T. Scott, I'm just donating for your cause for helping our youth. God bless. Thanks, man. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Dad, that conversation is real distracting. You're talking about the subject that I talked to you about, and it's like in the middle of the live stream. It's like you're talking about me on the phone, and it's really distracting. Thanks. Sorry about that, man. I got my dad's here, man, and I said something. My dad argues like it's a habit, and he's on the phone with somebody in my family arguing about something I said. Oh, Jesus Christ! Please stop. Anyway, sorry about that, man. Let me get back to the live stream, man. Parents. All right. Great point. Don't get back in the cage with Tyson. No, dude. Oh, don't get back in the cage with Tyson. Don't get back in that cage, Tyson. Yeah, they don't want to put you back in that cage. I want you to get nice and paid for that. Oh, sorry. Much love in the super chat. Gregor White, it's not fair to expect Fury to revisit his traveling ancestors. Yes, he has joined Duck Dynasty for good reason. In reality, he should be under a concussion protocol at this moment. No doubt, man. Much love, dog. T. Scott said, just donating to your cause for helping through. God bless. Thanks, man. And Big Dog Willie. Thank you. Wilder is the type, exactly, dude. No doubt about it, man. He is. But the dude ducked out, man. So that's my take on it, man. AJ is a lion in boxing now. Dog, AJ is a good fighter, but AJ is a liar, dude. Okay? AJ is a liar. A liar. He might be, but if he thinks but there's something that AJ said, though. I did want to address this. Nelson Williams said Fury got knocked the F out. What the fuck is this thing? AJ is the Lion King. Yeah, man. What was that? I'm sorry, man. Let me go. My train of thought bounced. Oh yeah, AJ said that he'll knock out Fury. He'll outbox Wilder. Is that my imagination? When did Anthony Joshua turn into this great boxer? When did he turn into this great boxer? Am I missing something? I know dude got a lot of power. But when did he turn into this great powerful, this great slick boxer? I haven't seen that, dude. This cat is not Chris Bird, man. That dude is not Chris Bird, man. That dude is not God dog, man. He's a big, strong, fundamentally sound boxer. But he's not somebody that is just. Who did he outbox? On the real. Can somebody tell me somebody that he has actually outboxed? Did he outbox Alexander Povetkin? No, he hit him. He knocked him out. Other than that, he didn't outbox him. He didn't outbox Alexander Povetkin. He damn sure didn't outbox Joseph Parker. He didn't outbox Carl Stakam. He didn't outbox Vladimir Klitschko. When did he outbox? Did he outbox? Who was he outboxed? To say that he's just going to outbox Deontay Wilder. You can say he's a better boxer. He's a better, more fundamentally sound boxer than Deontay Wilder, but that doesn't mean you're going to outbox him. Like, you're going to win the fight by outboxing him? You got to avoid getting hit. You know what I mean? If you're going to outbox him, you got to avoid him completely. You know what I'm saying? You got to avoid that bomb completely. Completely. Respect the rapper 9, the Lion King. 90 Sip Eyes, what's up? Yeah, he tries to outbox Wilder somewhere between 12 rounds. He'll be caught. Dude, if you try, how is that going to work for you? I'm serious, like wondering, like, why is he a better boxer than Luis Ortiz? A better boxer, like a better fundamentally sound boxer. Is he a better counterpuncher? Does he have a better jab? Does he have better technique, better footwork than Luis Ortiz? Not from what I can see. Luis Ortiz is the better boxer. Did Luis Ortiz outbox Deontay Wilder till he got knocked out? You know what I'm saying? Like, where is this? Where is this? Where is he? Larry Holmes, dog. I mean, is that Larry Holmes? Am I missing something? He's going to have to. That is a big guy with power that'll be able to knock you out. He's able to hurt you because of his size, his strength, and his power. That's what he does. He's not Floyd Mayweather Jr., right? I mean, this dude's not Canelo Alvarez. He's not standing in there with Gennady Golovkin throwing shots at him and just, I'm gonna take a break standing right here. That's why I like Canelo. Canelo literally can stand right in front of you within arm's reach and take a break because you can't hit him because his upper body movement is so nice. Have you seen Anthony Joshua do a Canelo and just watch this? Have you ever seen that? Am I missing something? I know Deontay Wilder ain't going to stand in there slipping punches and doing all that either. But when did Anthony Joshua turn into this Hall of Fame level slick fighter that's going to outbox you for 12 rounds? This just, you know what I mean? That's just crazy, man. Cat's just, I don't get it, dude. I don't get it, man. But T. Scott, man, I appreciate you, dude. I think that might be the same thing I was looking at. Oh, no, Anthony Johnson, man, my man. What do you think Wilder's next move is? AJ going to get caught if he fights Wilder? Much love to the chat. I don't know what he's going to do, man. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, though. Ali Voso in the building. I think he's probably going to stay with the PBC. Much love in the super chat. And the funny thing is, that's what I'm telling you, man. I'm a believer in Deontay Wilder, man. I'm a believer in this cat's path. Like, that's why I'm saying, even like with me saying, what do I think he should do? What Deontay Wilder needs to do what Deontay Wilder thinks he should do. Because Deontay Wilder's made some really good decisions. He's made some very, very good decisions in his life. That cat makes good decisions. That's someone you can look at from, even when he said that he turned pro to be, till he was going to fight and be a boxer, to make money from his kids. This dude makes good decisions. Not showing up to that fight with Anthony Joshua Parker, that was a good decision. I think he needs to do what he wants to do. What I think is going to happen, right? I think he's going to obviously stay with the PBC. It's going to be either going to be Fox or Showtime, whoever it is. He's Showtime's main guy. And they've been good to the cat. He seems like a loyal guy, and that usually pays off well. There's something to be said about loyalty, for sure. And I think people are going to be real surprised if they put him on another pay-per-view against a guy that is just a moderate level, a decent heavyweight, a good heavyweight. It's going to do good paper. It's going to do very good pay-per-view numbers. And if he goes on against somebody else and does 400,000 pay-per-views himself, then it's game up. That's the bet that these cats are taking. That's the wager he could make. If Showtime's like, look, we're going to promote the hell out of this. We believe that you can get 400,000 pay-per-views against this guy. Even if he does the same number twice with Tyson if he does the same number he did with Tyson Fury, then it means that 325 is him, and it really don't matter. And that's what I always believe. You guys people thinking that 325,000 pay-per-view was for Tyson Fury. I don't believe it was. And it's ridiculous to assume that it was. As ridiculous as it is to assume. As ridiculous as it was to assume, would be to assume that Jarrell Big Baby Miller is the reason that Anthony Joshua would do well, if it does well. I personally, I mean, the ticket sales might do well. I don't know about DAZN, man. There ain't nobody on DAZN. Even ESPN Plus. That's one of the downsides that Deontay Wilder went to, according to the article by Keith Eidig. Once again, go read the article. That was an excellent article. We said, that ESPN Plus might be in 5 million, might be 3 million homes. I don't remember if he said 3 or 5 million. I think on the interview that he gave on the Boxing Voice, he said 5. In the article, it might have said 3. I don't remember exactly what the number was, but whatever that number is significantly smaller than the roughly 27 million people that are with Showtime. So for name recognition, Showtime's better than ESPN. For name recognition for the fighters, Showtime is better than DAZN because there's not that many people. And Top Rank's budget, according to Keith Eidig, and again, I have not seen their budget. I'm just going on what was reported by Keith Eidig, a boxing scene, that the budget for ESPN Plus is bigger. Top Rank's budget for ESPN Plus is bigger than it is for ESPN. So they might want Deontay Wilder to fight on ESPN Plus. So even if they paid him a good amount of money to do that, it would take 3 fights. I believe that's what they said, the 5-fight offer. It might take 2-3 fights before he gets the pay-per-view fight against Tyson Fury. If he's with Showtime, they could put him right back on pay-per-view. And I'm going to buy it. And they're going to sell watching Tyson Fury laid out. That's a heck of a video to show, man. Is to see that dude just flopping like a sack of potatoes. Deontay Wilder is that's the human highlight reel, man. That's the thing that gets me too. That dude literally is a human highlight reel. You know how many shows you can show 40 dudes falling of Deontay Wilder? 40 of them. 40 cats 39 cats? Oh, 40 dudes. 39, I'm sorry. 39 guys. No, 40 guys. Right? Because he's 39, he's 40-0 with a draw with 39 knockouts. Right? So he knocked out 39 guys, 40. Right. So that's 40 guys you can show falling and laid out. 40 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't even want to count that long. That's how many highlight reels they got to show on that dude. 40 knockout highlight reels, dude. And you don't think they can sell him? That's what I'm telling you, man. I don't even get you dudes, man. Blue for 9. Fury lost all the respect he gained from me in December 1st. All the smack talk he pulls out of the rematch. UK heavyweight boxing is killing. Duck sport. Shake my head. Fury knows that power. Absolutely, man. Oh, much love in the super chat. I'm sorry, man. Oh, and also T. Scott, people fail to realize White versus Fury is now pay-per-view. Much love in the super chat. Oh, I'm sorry. Man, I really did get distracted. I'm sorry. Technically, Wilder KO'd everyone he's fought. Yeah, no joke. I'll read this dude's name. Why did Wilder not go to the UK and fight AJ? He didn't want to? Y'all didn't offer enough money? Do some research. You tell me. Personally, my opinion is that AJ was never serious about that fight. AJ's a liar, man. AJ will jump in your face and lie. Okay? And what he said was, and I loved it, Charlemagne the God asked him, so what part of this was your fault? Like a dad, like he was his daddy. Great question. So what part of this, what role did you play in that fight not happening? And Anthony Joshua says something to the effect of, well, maybe I didn't offer him enough money. I wanted to, but then somebody held me back and said, you don't get paid what you deserve. You get paid what you negotiate. So I had to make strategic moves. Dog, Anthony Joshua's been saying that he ain't interested in the next couple fights. He's here for, the next 10 years. He's on record saying he doesn't want to fight Deontay Wilder until 2020. That's their plan. Eddie Hearn is on tape on IFL TV saying not five days after the Klitschko fight what his 8-fight plan was. He got an 8-fight plan. An 8-fight plan. Let's see what fighting we're on. Okay? Takam, Parker, Povetkin. Am I missing one? After Klitschko, he fought Carl Takam. After Carl Takam, he fought Joseph Parker. After Joseph Parker, he fought Alexander Povetkin. After Alexander Povetkin, he's going to fight Jarrell Big Baby Miller. This is the 4th of their 8-fight plan. They wanted to fight Dillian Whyte for a unification fight. They're on record saying that. What we really want Dillian Whyte to fight Deontay Wilder for the WBC belt. That's what they wanted to do. They're on record saying it. I have it on my channel in a video. I'm telling you. That's what he said. That's what their plan is. And now they're saying that was never their plan, even though that's exactly what they're doing. Okay, now when they wanted to come to America. You guys were all the time, no, he doesn't want to come to America. Yeah, they want to come to America. That's where all the money is. Right? What did he say? What did he just tell you guys? No, we don't know. Talking to you guys, right? To the audience in Wembley. No, we're going to stay right here. Why? Everybody's always has to go to the United States. So, no, we think we can build it right here. We're going to build it right here. He said, build it right here. What happened the very next fight? He's in New York. He's in New York. Right? Telling people he's got 4 major championship belts. Even if I liked Anthony Joshua, I would still say, nah, that dude be lying. Okay? That dude be lying. Excuse me. The dude lies. Like a rug. You can't believe how many times Deontay Wilder lied. You guys will say, whoa, he said he'll fight Anthony, he'll fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. You're going to take him literally? You think that's a figure of speech? I'm the baddest man on the planet. Oh, you said you're the baddest man on the planet. You ain't never went to jail before. You got a whole bunch of people that went to jail. You're going to take that literally? Okay? He's going to use a manner of speaking. He never meant to say, and he never meant to say, I will fight you tomorrow for 30 cents in the park, right? So I guess if he doesn't take that fight, he lied. No, dude, it's a figure of speech. But when you say you have 4 major championship belts on the Breakfast Club, and you know dang well that you don't, you're lying. Okay? You're lying. I could say when he said, "Oh, we're going to build it right here," in the UK, why do people always have to go to the United States? But then he said, and I think he said something to the effect it's their plan to break into the United States market, like it was with everybody else that was successful over there in the UK, because they want to make a lot of money. Didn't he say his goal was to secure his family? It was to secure his legacy. Right? But he wasn't going to come to the United States to make more money. Okay. You guys continue to believe him, dog, but I'm telling you right now, if he tells you that he wants to sell you a castle in Scotland, he doesn't really own that. Don't buy that. I think that belongs to some royals or something. Right? What's the name of that castle in Scotland? They try to sell you that, don't buy it. Okay. All right. Don't give him the down payment because he's gonna skip town. Okay. All right. If Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua show up and they got something they come in a little, in a van and it says snake oil on the side, and they come out and they say, if you drink this, you can be just as strong as Anthony Joshua. And then Barry Hearn comes out, drinks it, and arm wrestles AJ, and he beats AJ. Don't buy that. It's snake oil, okay? It's a con job. All right? So I'm trying to tell you, okay? If they stick AJ in a box and they saw him in half and his feet, they move the box apart and his feet move, don't believe it. It's an illusion. I'm trying to help you, man, but you don't want to help me. No, they really cut him in half. They really cut him in half. Y'all funny, boy. I swear, y'all funny. Let me go back to this, man. Oh, Shaka Cthulhu, what's going on? Said this big baby fight set up since the Zone American press conference last year. Now I look at it, my opinion. Yeah, man, he was up there. He was there, wasn't he? He came to America, didn't he? They got that footage, didn't they? I wouldn't doubt it. I was leaning at the time more towards it being Dillian White, but they said they lost him. Maybe it was that they knew they were losing traction, dog, because AJ's name is taking a beating over here. Okay, every interview that I've heard of him having, and I don't watch all AJ's videos seriously, man. I don't have to know what the dude's gonna say. I already know I don't have to listen to what he's gonna say. I already know what he's gonna say. But every one of them, he's talking about Deontay Wilder. What happened with Deontay Wilder? What happened with Deontay Wilder? Every interview, Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's in the dang interview with him. Okay, so they know his reputation's taking a hit over there, and they're like, oh, it's time to come on, man. We need this fight. And DAZN is not going to continue to sink that money into there, keep sinking money into it. They got to, sooner or later, they got to get something out of it. They got to show some trend. They got to show some positive mobility. They got to show some type of something good happening. So I think they might have just pushed it along a little faster. Another reason I agree with Keith Idec in his analysis in his video. People fail to realize Wilder versus White is now a pay-per-view fight. Much love in the super chat, man. Yes, absolutely. It is a pay-per-view fight. It is. And he doesn't even have to take it. He doesn't have to take it. Luis Ortiz rematch is another pay-per-view fight. That's damn dangerous. I ain't gonna lie, that's dang dangerous. But obviously that dude is willing to take some dangerous fights. Shaka Cthulhu, did I get that? Yeah, this big baby fight has been set up since the DAZN press conference last year. Now that I look at it, my opinion, no doubt about it, man. Yeah, absolutely. I got to that one. Yes, sir, man. I really do love the support you guys show. He would have his own holiday double clap. Eddie Hearn named the 8 fights. Yeah, he did. He did. I don't know if he named all of them. He named a bunch of people. He named Pulev. They wanted a Pulev fight, but Pulev was like, "Nah, I'm not taking a 6-week training camp for you, man," because that's what they tried to do to Pulev at the time. And that was Pulev's issue. He's like, I need a 12-week training camp. This is a major fight. I need to prepare all the way for it so that I can fight. You're trying to announce it and make it. You're trying to rush me and not give me proper time to prepare. So he faked a back injury, and he's still in contention. And when he feels it's time, he said it's not all about money. That's why you guys miss about that thing with Luis Ortiz. The mandatory for the IBF was Pulev. There's a question: is it Pulev or is it Luis Ortiz? And they said, oh, the mandatory for the IBF came first, which it didn't really, but whatever. But then he pulled out. Since he pulled out, why don't you fight your mandatory for the WBA? Right? The IBF could have been like, hey, man, he pulled me out. I got to handle my other mandatory. I'll do my mandatory with you next fight. No. They took a fight with Takam. How did that work out? I mean, how did that work? I know how it worked out. Exactly how they wanted to work out. Teddy Fresh, man, in the super chat. Much love in the super chat, man. He said, if I'm Wilder, fight White, Brazil, then make the fight. Absolutely, dude. Hold on, let me say that again. If I'm Wilder, I fight White or Brazil, then make the Joshua fight. I don't know, man. It depends, man. It really depends. It really depends, dog. That depends. I'm telling you, man, the fight's not leaving the United States. That Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder fight is not taking place in the UK. It's not taking place in the UK. If Deontay Wilder does a $400,000 person pay-per-view, dude, Deontay Wilder doesn't even need him. Doesn't even need him. Because now this cat's on this. This is not spreading. He might not need him. And he might get beat. He might get beat by Jarrell Big Baby Miller. It could happen. It could happen. But I don't know. I'll take it fight by fight, man. I'm saying, man, I was big on trying to make that fight happen or wanting that fight to happen. Dude didn't want all this nonsense. It's going on. AJ ain't got nobody to fight. Tyson Fury is afraid. Tyson Fury just demoted himself. He just ducked out. It's the second time he did it, too. This is not the first time he ducked out of a rematch. He ducked out of the Vladimir Klitschko rematch. Vladimir Klitschko wanted a match. He didn't take the rematch. I'm not sure if it was because if he had Vladimir Klitschko had to have had a rematch clause in there. Had to have had a rematch clause. But he tanked out of that rematch. It's the second time he's tanked out of a rematch. Just some ain't cooking right with that dude, man. Hopefully he'll still take the fight, though. It looks less and less likely all the time. This is what Hearn was talking about with Fury. Could be. Hey, man, broken clock is right twice a day. But Eddie Hearn is a really bright guy. That's no joke. But what Anthony Joshua was saying, making me feel Anthony Joshua is a little bit suspect, dog. Just a lot suspect, actually. A lot suspect. A lot suspect. Hey, Fannon, he done the press conference. They ducked out. Yo, yeah, they ducked out. They slid out of a 50-50 offer, dude. Fannon, you think? Oh, Cali Enigma, man, what's good, man? Much love for the super chat. Oh, he said, Hearn's a mug, mate. Yeah, dog. That's kind of out there, man. Fannon, you think Fury is going to do good numbers on ESPN? I think he has lost American fan base. Wilder fans became Fury's that day, and now he's lost. Hold on, Fannon, do you think Fury is going to do good numbers on ESPN? I think he lost his American fan base. Wilder's fan became Fury fans that day, and now he lost us. I know that there's ESPN in the UK. There's ESPN in the UK. But I don't think, if you're talking about American fight fans, dude, don't nobody really know Tyson Fury, man. That whole argument, I know who Tyson Fury is. I was a supporter of Tyson Fury. But just they pitched this argument, trying to pitch an argument that Tyson Fury is the reason that fight did well. It just doesn't make any sense. Because he got up at a press conference and he spoke well at a press conference that maybe 30,000 people watched. No, actually, I think the press conference from the United States, the press conference got up to like 60,000 or 45,000 from the United States. Well, on the Showtime stream, but then they had a BT stream where 60 or 70,000 watched that, right? But the people, if you just say that the PT streamers was the UK's, right? Was the UK and the Showtime was American, then you're saying 40,000 people watched that press conference and was so impressed that it made 325,000 by 8 times as much, 8.5 times as many people buy the pay-per-view as watch the press conference. Damn, he must have done incredibly well at that press conference. There was only 40,000 people that watched it. The press conference was aired on Showtime's YouTube page. Also, his last 2 fights were aired on Showtime's YouTube page. What logic would lead you to believe that Tyson Fury was the reason that people watch Deontay Wilder? When Deontay Wilder does 1 million people every fight, you can rely on 1.2 million people watching him on Showtime. So the people, they want to sell you this logic that a guy, because a guy did well at a press conference that had 40,000 people in it, 325,000 people bought the pay-per-view. It wasn't because a guy that fights on that network, who usually has 1.2 million people watch, that a portion of that group bought the fight. That's some really strained logic. Very, very strained logic. Okay? And that's why Tyson Fury turned down 50-50 to get a long-term deal. Why would Frank Warren advise him to take a long-term deal? Because even if he say he beats Deontay Wilder, is he gonna have another pay-per-view in the United States? No. That's it. If he beat Deontay Wilder in the United States, that's it. All that means is Deontay Wilder his career gets set back. Tyson Fury is not going to be endeared enough for the Deontay Wilder's fan base to buy him. All these guys talking this nonsense are acting as if Deontay Wilder has no fan base. So they just miraculously just somehow concoct some crazy reasoning to hand Deontay Wilder's fan base to Tyson Fury. I don't think Tyson Fury has an American fan base, or at least there's nothing that I've seen to make me believe that. I did Tyson Fury videos. I never got any views on Tyson Fury videos. I did it because I was trying to support the guy because he was going through what he was going through with WADA, right? And the British Boxing Board of Control. There was not a ton of interest about Tyson Fury. There's been a ton of interest about Deontay Wilder ever since stuff started happening with Anthony Joshua, the back and forth over Anthony Joshua, right? That's when a bunch of YouTube stuff went. But there's always been a lot of people watching his fights. He always has 1 million people watch his fights. He's a heavyweight that knocks people out. That's entertaining. But you don't think he has a fan base, which is beyond me. That's like saying Terrence Crawford doesn't have a fan base, right? If Terrence Crawford fights, I won't even say Amir Khan, because Amir Khan has actually fought in the United States before. But if you say Terrence Crawford fights, just say Josh Taylor moves up, right? Say Josh Taylor moves up. They do a pay-per-view and it does 350,000 pay-per-views. That it was Josh Taylor that was the reason for that. Not Terrence Crawford, who on ESPN had 2 million people watch his last fight, and now they're asked to pay for it, and 300,000 of it pay for it. It's the guy that's never fought on ESPN, right? He's the reason it's sold. I think people had respect for Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury is willing to take the fight against a guy that not a lot of people will take fights against. Just like a lot of people have respect for Luis Ortiz. People have respect for Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz's name recognition has increased since the Deontay Wilder fight. It's not gone down, right? On the Breakfast Club, do you know who got the most pub on the Breakfast Club conversation? It was Luis Ortiz. He said, Charlamagne said, what about Luis Ortiz? He said, what about Luis Ortiz? Well, Luis Ortiz, and now he's got to explain why he ducked Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz's name recognition went up in America because the same people the fan base that supports Deontay Wilder probably weren't supporting in a large number supporting Luis Ortiz, but Luis Ortiz came in, represented himself well, right? Took care of his business. He lost the fight, but he showed what he could do. And now people are supporting him, even in a loss. And that's what Tyson Fury could have had. But you didn't see Luis Ortiz running from a rematch. He didn't get the rematch because he took Tyson Fury. Luis Ortiz deserved a rematch. You know, he did well enough to show what he could do enough to get a rematch. That was a tough fight. It was no tougher than, honestly, in my opinion, the only difference between the Luis Ortiz fight and the Luis Ortiz fight and the Tyson Fury fight was Jack Reese. That's the only difference. Because you know what? Luis Ortiz was on his knees and they waved him off. They didn't go to a 10 count, they waved it off. Right? Nope, stay down. That's the only difference. Is that Jack Reese let him get up. Other than that, it was a fight that some people thought Deontay Wilder was losing, and he knocked him down 2 times. Knocked him down twice. Tyson Fury never had a 10-8 round. Luis Ortiz had a 10-8 round. The one where he hurt and wobbled him. You could have gave that a 10. You guess you could have gave a 10-8 round. I mean, I think it's really a 10-9 round, but you get my point. What's the difference? Nothing. But he didn't lose his respect because he wanted to get back in. Tyson Fury, his trainer didn't want him to get in. His trainer didn't want him to get in. And you can say what you want. That's what I think it is. Yeah, you care about his pocketbooks. Deontay Wilder got more money than you, man. And Deontay Wilder's going to get another payday. He's going to get a bigger payday. It's how it works when people run from you and everybody talks about you. You're talking about him now. Okay? But you say what you want to say. Y'all don't have any problem with continuously being wrong. You got no issues with continuously being wrong. And I fully support you in that, you continuing to be wrong. Let me check these super chats, and then I'm going to roll out of here. I'll make sure I didn't lose any, and I'm going to let y'all catch the next stream that comes on. Oh, I got it. Oh, Teddy Fresh, the Cali Enigma Sports and Entertainment. Hey, man, I appreciate you so much. Kennedy Leonard said they say Wilder has no fans, but they are currently stalking LDBC and new media channels every day for supporting Wilder. Much love in the chat. Much love in the chat, man. Look, there's a channel literally that has LDBC in their channel name. Literally have it in their channel name, dude. Have you not noticed this trend? I very rarely see LDBC channels with the hashtag LDBC in the name of the video. The hashtag LDBC is used more often by cats attacking us than it is used actually by us. It's popping up in their search, and that's what they're doing. You're using it to get views. You're using it to get views. LDBC, come listen to me. Talk about them and what they think. Let me give you the LDBC play-by-play for today. Barbershop Conversation said this, and this is what I think about it. Cali Enigma said this, and this is what I think about it. 78 Sports TV said today in 78 Sports TV news. It's like, come on, man. It's like that. Y'all suffering that bad? Is it that cold out there? Man, Wilder ducks his age. Man, look, man, ain't nobody buying that, dog. Ain't nobody buying that soup, dog. It's the expiration date is up on it. Nobody buying that, man. Okay? They're not buying it. See 150 other videos for your answer, dog. It's well documented, okay? It's well documented. Only ESPN fans see the real Tyson Fury. They will stop watching him. Oh, yeah, they're not going to like that. That's another thing. They're not going to like Tyson Fury fights. Not going to like it, dude. Not going to like it. I'll like it. They're not going to like that. Because Tyson Fury is going to go to distance. Tyson Fury is going to go to distance. Okay? He's not going to turn into some dramatic knockout puncher. They're not going to like that. They didn't like Klitschko. That's why Klitschko's fighting in Germany. They didn't like Klitschko style. Cats they're not gonna go for that. Okay, they're not because it's not you're not gonna get highlight reel knockouts. You're not gonna see cats just falling over, twitching legs, bending over. You're not gonna get Teofimo Lopez. You're not even gonna get Teofimo Lopez highlights. You're not gonna get Gervonta Davis type highlights. What kind of reel are they gonna show on ESPN other than the most famous highlight for Tyson Fury is him laying flat on his back and somehow them giving him credit for getting put on his back. It's like, dang, they wanted to get his dude to Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie. Zip that lip, dog. You screwed up. Man, Steve Farhood, y'all screwed up. Y'all screwed up. Lord have mercy, y'all screwed up. Screwed up, man. Gave that dude that moral victory. Handed him the crown, and he left with it. He left with your moral victory crown and screwed up your payday. Hey, Paulie, he dipped in your pocket, dog. He dipped in your pocket because you got to call fights, don't you? I don't know what I hope you ain't paid fight by fight. I hope they got you on salary. I hope they got you on salary, Paulie. Because if they don't have you on if they don't have you on salary, they dipped into your pocket, homie. They dipped into your pocket. Because now the fight ain't happening. No second pay-per-view for you this year, right? Unless who gives it to you? Unless Deontay Wilder gives it to you, no payday for you, Paulie. Oh, Errol Spence Jr. gonna give you a payday? Here, man. Don't badmouth Errol Spence. Here's a hint. If you don't agree with the fight, dummy, do not badmouth the winner. Don't do it. They're free agents. They can leave you and not give you the second one. Word to the wise, dude. Fighters first. Wilder is by far more exciting. Yeah, of course he is. He's way more exciting than AJ. Anthony Joshua ain't giving you that no. Because he doesn't have as many. I'm telling you, do a 40 fight highlight reel with that guy. Anyway, it is what it is, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Look, man, I'm about to get out of here though. Much love to everybody in the super chat. Much love to the chat. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you're not part of the Patreon, please join the Patreon. I would much appreciate it. Much appreciate it. Oh, yeah, Teddy Atlas got canned for calling robbery versus Pac Horn, and he should have been. Dude, you guys, what are you doing? Your job is to call you work for the network. That's your job, is to sell their product. Why you don't tell people not to buy the product? You don't convince people that they're not excited about the product, not to be excited about the product, not to feel ripped off like we hate boxing. Why would you do that? Seriously, man. I know you know how to throw a jab. I know you know how to move your feet. I know you know how to box, okay? But why would you do that? Why would you jump out there and discredit your employer's product? You gonna work for a car dealership and tell somebody not to buy their car? Huh? The only one dumber than you for doing it is the guy that hired you, knowing you do it. Hold on, man. You want me to hire this guy here? Isn't he the one that crapped all over my fight? No. Okay. Do you think that's why Bob Arum isn't going to give you a press pass if you put out a bunch of videos and statements disrespecting him? It's not going to give you a press pass, dude. Why? Because you crapped on his product. So if you want to, that's why these guys are so hesitant to criticize him, because they think they won't get any access to fighters. Right? You get put out the press conference. I don't agree with them doing it, but Bob Arum, that's his rationale. Why would I give you something if you're going to screw me with it? Right? That's why I gave money to cats so they know, look, man, here you go. All right, I support you. I support what you're trying to do. Okay. To the best extent that I can be. I mean, to the best extent that I can. Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks you, Mr. Navarro. I really appreciate you, man. He's time. Oh, okay, yeah. Facts, Fannon. Aram told Floyd he would never become a pay-per-view star. Yeah, I mean, what Bob Arum has been in business for a very long time for a reason. He's not stupid. Okay, he's not stupid. Anyway, it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace.